But maybe Tempo Warrior is not the deck that I need to be climbing with, because I have had, after just completely obliterating the competition for a while, I've just had some bad matchups. Like, if this is Zoo Lock, I'll be very happy. I have not seen a Zoo Warlock in a long time. But if it's Reno Lock, that's a matchup that I'm still working on. Alright. So we'll just hope it's Zoo. Alright. I mean, lasers pew pew. You gotta be an aggro player, right? Good. Coin out that other flame imp. That's not a flame imp. Alright. Well, our way forward's clear regardless. It's like, I like the Zoo matchup. It's not an auto win by any stretch. But I do have one Whirlwind in hand. So that's a good start. He didn't ooze me. So I am going to go ahead and develop the War Axe. I'm hoping for something better that I can play next turn. We'll see, though. So, Councilman... Alright, well, we're gonna... I mean, I could Whirlwind execute that, but I would rather save that play. Because execute is a good move for Sea Giant, assuming he's even playing Sea Giants, but I've got to start paying attention to my health total, too. Okay, he's playing Dark Iron Dwarves. I get a Rag. I don't have too many other plays, and I hate Whirlwinding here. And I hate leaving the board blank. So just do it that way. So, need some card draws versus Zoo, but I'm not letting him tap so much just yet, so we still have an execute, which is a possibility here. We did save the War Axe appropriately, so that's a positive. Frothing's fine here. As much as I'd love to armor up. Let's get the maximum amount of damage we can out of this guy. Now we just have to hope for a better play next turn. More importantly, he has nothing on board. Unfortunately for me, I have 2 8-drops and possibly nothing to do on turn 7.
The light protects me.
Alright.
Get in there and fight, maggot! My shield for Argon!
That's coming. Oh man. It really doesn't matter at this point. I just got wrecked. But I mean, you look at my hand.
I strike.
We're gonna kill this just because we have plenty of ways we can come back in here. He's gonna be double tapping now. I have Grom. I've used 2 Whirlwinds. This is looking like this is in Zoo's favor here. Like, seriously in Zoo's favor here. Like, I have some of my big late game cards. But it's not going to do me a world of good here. So here's a better develop Grom and use my mana? I think so. It forces a response. And once again, he's free to tap. That's not good.
Get it out! Get it out!
Yeah. I think we're going to switch decks. I mean, I was playing a lot with this deck off camera, and it has just not been working out. Like, I could go YOLO Rag here, but there have been so many times where I've been just playing YOLO all to hell. lately. And maybe Tempo Warrior is going to come back and feel like a better deck to play later. But at least for the time being, it is not giving me the results that I'm looking for here. So we may do some control games just to see if we can get some wins under our belt. Because right now, winning is a very foreign concept to me.
Buying or selling.
And like, this is not usually how the Zoo matchup goes for me either. Especially when you start out with 2 Fiery War Axes.
My shield for Argus.
Getting owned by the Arguses here. Okay, second Fierce Monkey. Does anything let me live at this point? 3. Alright.
Made to fit.
It's like, do I take less damage or do I keep less shit on the board? I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference based on his breakout here of what he's going to have to work through. So we'll see. But I think Tempo Warrior, which is a very good deck and has done very well for a lot of people, but I think at least right now for the decks that I'm facing, it is not doing good. Since, let me look at my stats here. I know there's still a game going on, but let's see here. I don't have any like real-time deck tracker stats since the last picture that I took, but I'm pretty sure if I could just look at my match history real quick. Nah, I can't pull that right now. Yeah, my win percentage has dropped super huge lately. And I don't have any good numbers for it. Alright, so that at least forced him to answer. So we're gonna rag here. I'm gonna battle rage here. Finally get some cards off. Like, even if I win here, and I think Bloodhoof Frothing is going to be the way to go, because that's more effective health, and it develops another threat. But even if I do win here, I think I'm going to switch decks anyway. My performance here has just been rough. Now let's see if he's running Silences, or Power Overwhelming, or all those things. Second Taunts. Oh, that was a lucky knife. And Forbidden Ritual, which is a great way to play around Ragnaros, which is the only other threat that I have in my hand. And look at those knives going just for the Armor Keeper first. Wow, okay. Well, that's why people really freaking hated the Knife Juggler before, right?
Well played.
Battle Rage again. Give me that ghoul. That's not a ghoul. But it's something. Gives me a better chance at winning than other things here. So I do have lethal. If I can just survive. It's a big if at this point. Oh, that was lucky for me, so he has to kill that now. Holy sweet Jesus. Wow. Second forbidden ritual. And he can give me a wow right back for that, because that is fucking ridiculous that that many knives didn't hit. We got a Varian. Once again, I don't like the whole I'm YOLO Varianing all the time. But that's exactly what we're doing here. And there's our other whirlwind that we needed. So it was buried a little bit down there. He could potentially kill me. He has potential for power overwhelming. Oh wow, one anyway. Whew! I got really lucky that that knife juggler didn't hit all the way. Still though, rank 6. We're gonna switch off of this. Let's go to let's look at Cthulhu Warrior real quick. And it's Hunter right away. Well, you know what? Let's see if Cthulhu Warrior has a better matchup than mid-range Hunter, which has been really terrible. Or worse, let's see if this is Yogg and Load Hunter, which is a deck that's been intriguing me, and I've looked into it a little bit more about playing it. So we'll find out. This is a good curve for opening. I'd prefer to have a weapon, but at least we don't have totally useless minions. Let me I need to change the deck though. So let's this is not exactly the list. We'll fix the list afterwards. Oh wait, that's right. I'm not supposed to be there's normally a swap out for Emperor Thurician too. So yeah. Mute you. Bye bye. Have fun with that. He knows I'm Cthulhu now. We got one brawl.
Hey, speak to me.
So technically I could look at my win-loss rate and say wham one of my losses is due to a disconnect. So it is Yogg and Load. Alright. It's a really early lock and load. He's gotta be desperate for something. I was watching Savage play this a day or two ago, and he's super greedy with his lock and loads. Alright. Well, since we know that he's playing a very control-y deck too, we're gonna be the beatdown softly, but we're gonna take our time. So he's not playing a trap there. Harrison is nice. We shall go ahead and Harrison. The idea behind the Yogg and Load deck is that Hunter actually runs enough spells that generates creatures between Animal Companion, Lock and Load technically, Unleash the Hounds, and Call of the Wild. That pretty much the only animals or creatures that it runs is one King's Elic to try and draw Thurician, or Yogg Saron. So there's his cost reduction. That's fine. I think we wait to play Sylvanas. So let's go ahead and... What I've done previously is just be super greedy with trying to wait for my Thurician. And maybe that's the right move here. We're at 6. We don't have our Justicar. We can go ahead and play another Acolyte and see how much more we can draw. That seems alright.
I cannot do that.
I'm still having some latency issues, so I hope that's not affecting the stream too badly. There's Cthulhu. Alright. So hopefully I don't get disconnected again. That would be a terrible reason to lose a few games, but I am dropping frames like a bleep hole. So there's Unleash. Okay. Anything else? I am very confused right now, but that's okay. I think it's alright to drop Thurisian here. I'm gonna be greedy here. I'm gonna go ahead and go for a card draw. Because Bran is one of those cards that I want to drop. Oh, we can be super greedy here. And even be justified. Alright, so now that we have cost reduced Bran, Shield Bearer is decent. Cthulhu we can actually play with something like an Execute. Although that's not going to matter too much in this matchup. There's Call of the Wild first. I could brawl this. I mean, it's not like he's playing that many creatures. Let's see what, I mean, here's the crappy thing. If I brawl, I can still play some follow-up. I kind of like... Oh, Warax is good here. Does Warax change our plan? I think so. Because if he coined out Call the Wild... No, he cost reduced it. Then that means that he's going to have another one lurking. So the way we win this matchup, then, is to armor up as best as possible, as much as possible. We want to get just Car out of here. So next turn's probably the turn to drop Sylvanas. Or we... Well, we can do both. So go face Smork. Ancient Shield Bearer plus Bran is amazing. But let's hear. I could Sylvanas Brawl. That seems okay. The one issue is that kind of takes me away from sort of getting him on his Yogg turn, because that can make his spells affect or get an effect for me. What's the alternative, though? We could Brawl, and there's really not too much else. Let's just go for it like this. I have no time for games. Okie dokie. So, it's always Leok. Everything's coming up Leok. So, 2 of his power plays are gone. I still have a Cthulhu. Not the strongest Cthulhu ever. But we can double up on our armor really hard and just see if we can win that way. So Infested Wolf is okay. Infested Wolf plus Houndmaster. Suddenly this isn't looking like a Yogg and Load deck. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, all the spells. Right, Elise is okay to play. Elise I actually don't mind getting thrown in the Freezing Trap. So let's do this. Guess it doesn't really matter if it's Dart Trap or not, does it?
Do you have the artifact?
I guess the other question is who plays Dart Trap, but I would totally not put it past a Yogg and Load Hunter. Alright, so is that Yogg Saron in his hand right there? And are we almost at a Cthulhu lethal? 12-12, not really. On the hunts. And Yogg Saron, okay. So what this usually has the effect of is clearing the board. Okay, that's decent. Please hit Yogg. Oh, hit face. Please heal me. Well, I can't say that Yogg hasn't always gone my way. I'll put it that way, but his win condition is almost gone. Okay, since I'm at 30 health, we're just gonna do it like this. Sorry, Elise. I mean, normally, like I said, normally I prefer to brand something else, but we're gonna take this nice and slow. I actually thought I'd have enough mana to do that. Oh well. So there's the deadly shot. Fine spike. He's about to have a bad time. Second execute's good with the Cthulhu. Only 12/12. But that's what I've said before. This is not... The win condition for this deck is not just straight up Cthulhu like that. So who do we swap in for Emperor Therissian? He did do some work here. Maybe I'll just keep him in for now. Not everyone expects Emperor in this deck. I think the standard list, though... I'm not sure. It may run like a couple of bashes or something instead. Alright, doggies. So his win condition is out the window. Let's do 24 Cthulhu damage. It's not ice block, at least that. Alright. Very strange that normally Yogg-Saron will give you some secrets, but we win. So that's a plus. Back to rank 5.